Hey everybody, it's Mark Saunders with Saunders Realty. So I've got a project at a house that I've been working on. So I've got this house under contract. We're in King, North Carolina, and it's got an issue with an underground oil tank. We were actually under contract and the buyer backed out because they were worried about the underground oil tank. So I teach a lot about oil tanks and everything, but this is a really good hands-on project that I'm going to walk you through to show you what's going on. So let me switch the camera around here. Okay, so here we are, and you can see, so we had a air conditioner that was sitting here. We had to have that removed, but you see those two little knobs right there. That is the top of the oil tank. So we got an underground oil tank that the owner has just decided to remove. Let's just get rid of it, make sure everything's okay. It's in a pretty tight spot because here's the well. So anytime you're looking at a house, if the underground oil tank is close to a well, that should be a big red flag. So we actually have an environmental company coming out tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock. They're going to dig this thing out. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of walk you through the whole process, let you see it while they're doing it, show you what this tank looks like when it's out, and hopefully it comes out and there's no issues, it's clean dirt underneath it. But we will see. I will come back in the morning when they're working on it and give you an update. Hey everybody, so I'm on my way back to the house here in King. Hopefully they've started removing that oil tank. But I wanted to tell you probably the biggest mistake that I see real estate agents make with oil tanks, and some companies recommend this, which is a bad idea, is they say, hey, just get the oil pumped out, we will foam fill it, and you'll be good to go. Well, that's not how it works. And if you do that, and you're a real estate agent, you know they've done that, you still got to fully disclose there's an underground oil tank, because even if you clean it and foam fill it, you have no idea how much oil is underneath that tank that's leaked out. That's why the main reason we're removing this one is to make sure there's no oil underneath it. We can get a clean letter that the area is clean and that it has not leaked into the well. So be very, very careful if you're a real estate broker or you're selling your house and the company says, just pump the tank out, clean it, foam fill it, you'll be good to go. That's not the case, and you're taking on some additional risk with that. So hopefully they're here and they're working. We shall see. All right, so they are here digging on it. Actually, the tank's a little bit closer to the house than what we wanted to see. You can barely see it here. This is the well that was there. They're starting to get the tank to move now. You never want these too close to the foundation, and this one was basically propped up on the foundation of the house. So got to be very easy to get this thing out. I'll get a good shot here. See the kind of hole that they're in. So hopefully it'll be coming up soon. Pretty good sized tank. What is that, 500 you think? 550? 550 gallon tank, and all you can see is the two little nozzles sticking up. So this is the problem that I was saying earlier. When you foam fill them, you have no idea how they've been leaking underneath it. So it's still a liability if that's what you're recommending to your clients. All right, so he just came out of the hole. Kind of what are you looking for when you go down in there?
Visual olfactory senses, for fuel. You can have a meter and all that, scientific stuff, but nothing beats in those.
Yeah. So pulled it out. So this one turned out pretty good.
Yeah, I say when I do my sampling, I always do it where the fill port is, because that's your most likely place to have contamination, and there's nothing there, so in real good shape. You can tell even here from 20 feet if it was bad, you'd smell it.
You'd smell it.
Yep.
All right, so we are done. We got really lucky with that house. That one came out really, really clean. The dirt's clean, no contamination. Could have been a lot worse. Very close to the foundation. Where these get really expensive is if the tank is underneath the house, underneath the foundation, and the oil has contaminated under the house. You can't get it out. This could have been a whole lot worse. We would have had to dug all that dirt out, cleaned it up, and come back in with new dirt, and we would have had to close that well. But luckily, the tank since the 1950s held up really well. We'll be able to fill that in and get a clean bill of health on this house. So hopefully that explains what's going on with these underground oil tanks and why they're such a big deal. Have a great day.